This episode of Our Savings starts tomorrow, brought to you by, thank you for your backups, so good. Heart Soul Heat, craft spicy honey for diehard foodies. The heat does not hurt, but opens your taste buds. Mm-hmm. It teases you. Mm-hmm. It messes with you. But it doesn't burn you.
Oh, no.
In fact, not every food will offer a 30-day guarantee, but Heart Soul Heat does. In fact, that's how confident they are that you are going to love their spicy honey. There's no hassle. You don't have to talk with someone's supervisor. They make it way easy. But I'm telling you right now, because we use Heart Soul Heat craft spice honey, you won't be returning it.
Oh, no. We put it on some fried chicken the other day.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't make the fried chicken. We brought it home.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yes.
Put a little of the honey on there. Oh, it was good. It was way good.
Follow Heart Soul Heat for some Instagram recipes at Heart Soul Heat. In fact, they have up right now a chicken wing recipe, which we're going to have to try. Heart Soul Heat Ghost Honey. You just put some right in the air fryer there. You can go to heartsoulheat.com. Let's do it.
Want to have a great vacation? Just do the opposite of everything they say. Our savings starts tomorrow with Jen and John.
If you're from Long Beach, the one question that you get asked more than any other is what?
Do you know Snoop Dogg?
Exactly. Yeah, of course. We all do.
Or like Sublime.
Yeah, depending on who you're talking to.
Yes.
Those are like the two questions everyone. Mm-hmm. So Jen and I are actually from
the LBC.
Long Beach. And that's like the thing that everyone brings up when they see your ID when you go somewhere else.
Yes.
Back when we had California licenses.
Yeah, we don't anymore.
Yeah. Welcome to Our Savings starts tomorrow. My name is John. My wife, Jen, sits across from me at the kitchen table, and we just share with you travel tips and adventures and disaster stories.
Oh, yeah, mishaps, lots of those.
Now, this is a little bit different, though, with Long Beach.
I know.
Because for one thing, like I said, we're from there.
Yeah, so it's not really about that. It's more, we've had so many people over the years because they know that we're from Long Beach. They're like, hey, we're going to spend a day or a night in Long Beach because usually they're going on a cruise.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's a port there. So they're like, what can we do in Long Beach? Like, should we go a day or two early and explore? Is it worth it?
Or we're going to Disneyland, but we're staying in Long Beach. Or we're flying into the Long Beach airport.
Right.
Everyone flies into the Long Beach airport.
Because it's
the greatest.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually ranked one of the best small airports in America.
It's so nice, too.
Yeah.
Like I think most people that fly into it don't realize what it used to be. Still very small. But it used to be like shipping containers, I feel like. It was still very small.
Yeah, too.
But it's very interesting how you get your luggage outside.
I love that.
How many people get their luggage stolen from the Long Beach airport? I always wonder that.
Easy to do. I mean, your cars are right there. You can grab so many pieces of luggage.
Yeah.
Without anyone even be able to chase you down.
If that's a business that you're into.
We were mentioning Snoop and Sublime, but there's a lot of people from Long Beach.
I know. I was actually looking at it.
Yeah. Remember any of them?
Cameron Diaz.
Well,
also we went to the same orthodontist. Not at the same time, but
Nick Cage.
Is he really from Long Beach?
Nicolas Cage is from Long Beach.
Interesting.
Billie Jean King, the tennis player. A lot of athletes are from Long Beach, actually.
Tons of athletes. I know. A lot lot of baseball.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that baseball was so big in the LBC.
Sean Burrows is from Long Beach, yeah.
That obviously a lot of water polo players.
Yes.
A lot of football players.
Well, Pauley High School is one of the best in the nation.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I know. We're just very athletic in
Tiffany
the LBC.
Amber Thiessen.
I did not know that either.
Kelly Kapowski. I mean, I know she's been in other stuff, but she's always going to be Kelly to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't think...
I think of her as 90210.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Do you know her name in 90210?
Well, now you're putting me on the spot.
But you remember Kelly Kapowski.
Yes, Valerie.
All right, nice job. We also, those are from Long Beach, but we are not on the Wikipedia page.
I know, it's upsetting. It's very upsetting for you. Very upsetting. He's been upset about it for a long time. I know a lot of people on that Wikipedia
page, and I'm just saying.
They shouldn't be on there.
Put us on there.
Yes.
We're going to tell you all about Long Beach, but first, a travel horror story from Reddit. I was in San Jose, Costa Rica, with a large group of people who were volunteering at a local high school and orphanage. Mm-hmm. We had taken a day to leave the city and go to one of those hot springs and do a touristy zip line through the canopy tour.
Done that. Nice.
We were on our way back to the city late that night when the driver of the ancient school bus we were on stomped on the brakes and careened off the side of the road. there was a taxi in front of us that had slowed down, and a body had been thrown out one of the doors.
What?
I don't speak much Spanish, but did gather that the man who had been thrown out was either beaten or stabbed by two men in the taxi, which then sped off.
This is my nightmare.
We were stopped on the side of the road in a school bus in a shady part of San Jose, giving a statement to the cops about what we saw. Right?
Oh,
could you imagine?
My gosh.
Isn't that terrible?
That is like, honest to God,
Yeah.
my nightmare.
It really is.
Every time that we're like in a taxi going through some shady part of town in
traveling somewhere in some other country.
It's very scary.
Yeah, of course. You're just like, Jesus, take the wheel. That's all I got. All right, back to Long Beach, though. Back to things to do. We'll do another one, maybe about Long Beach in more depth, but this is more just like...
Hey, if you're going to be there for a day or two.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And the first thing you got to do is go to the Queen Mary, right?
Yes.
Do you think so, or is that like lame?
I don't think so.
You and I, we spent after we got married, we went to the Queen Mary, and that was where we stayed.
I know.
So,
and we've stayed there before.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying you have to stay the night there.
Nah, I wouldn't recommend it.
But I mean, when you see like postcards of Long Beach, the Queen Mary's in it, so you got to go.
And almost every movie you've seen, like, now I can't think of anyone, the one with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, like the Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap, that's the Queen Mary. That's
Yeah.
the ship that they're on. It's a retired British ocean liner that has been parked in Long Beach Harbor since 1967. I don't think it floats anymore. Like, I don't think they could push it off, and
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure it's
No.
it's there, and that's
It's
it.
there forever.
Yeah.
Also, we just saw a New Girl episode.
Yes.
They,
Yes.
they said that they were on a cruise ship, but it was clearly
It's just
the
the
Queen Mary. Yes.
Yeah. So it's a hotel. It's a tourist hangout. They do have... Queen Mary has been known to be like one of the most haunted spots in the world, I think.
Yeah.
And so they do ghost tours, and they actually have it guided at night by a paranormal expert. Doesn't that sound fun?
I actually would kind of like enjoy that.
If you do stay there, like we said, we've stayed there a few times. The rooms are small because, it's a cruise ship.
Yes.
So, I mean, really... It feels like a cruise ship.
feels
The
like a cruise
hallways
ship.
are small, and it's an
The
old-timey
bathrooms.
cruise ship.
Yep.
Yeah, everything about it is kind of old.
Yes. They do. I don't know if they still do, but
The brunch?
The brunch.
They do the brunch still. I looked it up.
Yep.
Yeah, they do a really good Sunday brunch. Which is
or
a lot
like
of fun.
I've always done like a Mother's Day or an
Oh, yeah,
Easter
the
brunch
holidays.
or like yeah.
Yeah. Another thing you can do if you just have a few hours is just go to Belmont Shore, which is in Long Beach, and there's Naples, which is there. And Naples, there are a bunch of small islands that then they've flooded through the ocean, and you can actually get on like a gondola and go through the canals.
How do you know
Naples.
about the gondolas?
Oh, no big deal. It was my first job back in high school. Rode the feather stroke.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, I am a king of the feather stroke. Let me tell you. But Belmont Shore is a fun place just to walk around. There's 2nd Street right there.
Yep. Lots of bars, restaurants, little stores, things like that.
It has the cool beach vibe.
It's like your main street.
Yeah.
It's like you
drive up and down the coast of like on PCH, and there's a bunch of 2nd Streets.
Yes.
Depending on what town you're in. But that's what that one is. Another thing you can do is go to the Aquarium of the Pacific, which is the Long Beach Aquarium.
Yeah, we didn't really grow up with the aquarium. It kind of like popped up a little bit
on.
later on.
We've gone to it though since.
Yep, we've gone to it several times,
Yeah.
but I had no idea that it's one of the largest ones
Me neither.
in the U.S.
I had no clue. But then I think about it, it's because they have like this whole outdoor section and an indoor section.
And it's the only one in the world like dedicated to the Pacific Ocean,
Oh,
right?
I didn't.
Look at me looking up
My
facts.
gosh, someone came prepped and ready to go today. They have a beautiful, huge fish tank right when you walk inside.
Yes.
That is great.
Yeah.
The one, what they don't have, what I want in there is like a big whale shark.
I don't think that you can have
That's
a whale
shame.
shark.
Well, sooner or later, it should happen.
An orca, maybe.
Oh, yes. If you have more time when you go and visit Southern California and Long
And if your
Beach,
cruise ship doesn't already go there.
you can. I know that's true. Catalina Island.
Yeah.
It's 26 miles away from Long Beach, and you can hop over on there's a bunch of different types of boats that will take you over there.
Or helicopter.
You've done the helicopter.
I've done the helicopter.
Now, the helicopter, though, doesn't land you it lands you somewhere else, doesn't it? Like, were you able to get downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was told like it didn't.
Oh, really?
Maybe my parents just never wanted to pay for a helicopter. Well, we
I
couldn't
got to be
afford a
honest with you. I
helicopter.
did it when I was quite young
Yeah.
with my father, so I don't.
They're currently not offering the helicopter service over to Catalina
Why?
Island.
Because of COVID?
No. I don't want to say why, but I'm pretty sure I know why. And I don't want to get sued.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But there's Catalina Express that'll get you over there. really fast. There's like snacks on the boat. It's a little choppy depending on the time of year.
Yeah, I've been sick on that ferry a couple times.
It's like anyone from Long Beach has a I got sick on the Catalina ferry story.
What is there to do over in Catalina?
Well, you have the Avalon Cove where you can go snorkeling. You can get on a glass bottom boat.
Yes.
And see some sunfish.
Okay.
You can swim amongst the kelp. You can get your wiki whack
I was just gonna
at
say.
one of the bars there, which is just like they give you a fun drink and a silly hat to wear.
Every time I'm over there, I'm like, people live here.
Not only that, people send their kids every morning on the boat to go over to the mainland.
I would love to like talk to some of those people.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about living over there?
You're on a cool island.
Is it?
You can camp on the other side of the island.
Okay.
You can, and there's a lot of sharks over on that side.
There's also buffalo.
Yes. I know. How
Isn't
random
that
is
like
that?
such a random thing? Yes. Anyways, I mean, I'm not saying it's like the top attraction to do, but if you have time, it is kind of like a cool little thing to go do.
I think Catalina Island's more important than you're giving it credit for.
Okay.
I think a lot of people head over there.
All right.
There's 2 different services. 3.
What do you mean different?
There's 2 different types of boats plus the helicopter.
Oh yeah,
I,
I know there's a lot of there's a lot of things.
Another fun thing you can do for the day is go head over to the Japanese garden.
I know that doesn't sound probably fun.
I get it.
It's really pretty over there.
Awesome.
I mean, people take photos inside there all the time. It's at
Cal State Long Beach.
Yeah, it's at Cal State Long Beach.
It's right on the outskirts there, and you can walk through it, and nothing makes you feel like, wow, I need to spend more time just zenning out.
Right.
And then when you're walking through the Japanese garden, you're like, oh, this is what peace is supposed to feel like when life is so busy and crazy. But if you like more busy and crazy, head over to Shoreline Village, which is downtown Long Beach, over by the Pike.
Yes.
And Shoreline Village has like a carousel, and it's very kind of old school, campy.
Yeah. It's where like
beach.
I would spend my childhood.
Yes.
Like when my dad would pick me up, like when we would go to dinner or something, we would go to Shoreline Village.
Yeah, you could always walk around, get some cotton candy.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's like if you want to do like a whale tour or any of those, that you go to Shoreline Village, and from there you kind of go off.
But now that they've like expanded that and have the Pike and stuff, there's all sorts of like restaurants, and there was a comedy club over there, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you could really spend the day just wandering around all of that if you want. If you don't have a lot of money and you just have your rental car, this is what you need to do. You need to go find Signal Hill.
I cannot even believe that this is on your list.
Signal Hill
Okay.
is a really tall hill in Long Beach. Well, actually, it's in Signal Hill, but it's right on the border of Long Beach.
What's so crazy? It's like a city in the middle of a
Long
city.
Beach, yeah. And you drive up to the top, okay? And then you turn around.
And you drive down the hill.
And you drive down
the
hill.
People aren't going to go to Long Beach because of the facts that you're giving right now.
They were listing off things to do, and one of them was driving down a hill. That's how lame the city is. Yes. Look, it's fine.
I can't believe that this is one of your facts.
It's just a fun, free thing to do if you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, you are right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that. If you want to do something else with the kids besides drive down a hill, you can go over to Rancho Los Alamitos. Rancho Los Alamitos is like... you know when you go to a place and they're dressed up like from the time frame that they are?
Yes.
Like if you go back, to the East Coast, you might go visit like Plymouth, and they're all saying "ye."
Yes.
Same idea at Rancho Los Alamitos. There's like a blacksmith there.
I don't know. Have I ever been there, I wonder?
You've never been to Rancho Los Alamitos?
Is there a farm there?
Yes.
I've been there.
Okay.
On like field trips and stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like one of the go-to field trip spots, but you can go there for the day and walk around, and it's really cool.
That would be cool.
You don't like the last 2 suggestions that I've had for Long Beach.
Interesting. They're interesting suggestions.
Well, I'm going outside of, we can't just say the Queen Mary.
You're right.
Long Beach has a beach, but let me tell you, I'd rather go down the hill than hang out at the beach at Long Beach.
I know. The beach there's the bay.
Yeah. The bay is part of like Naples and Belmont Shore, that area. And then if you go across the street, that's actually the beach of Long Beach. Yes. And what they do, because of the Port of Long Beach, they've actually built shore breakers. So you can't have waves.
Right.
So
that's what people don't understand about Long Beach if they've never been there before.
Yeah, where's the waves?
Where's the waves?
Because there's waves down in Seal Beach, which is next to it, in Huntington Beach, which are places I'm sure you've heard of. But Long Beach is flat.
I know.
And then the water doesn't get churned as much because the waves aren't bringing it in and out. So it's dirtier.
Yeah.
I don't want to be talking trash, but there's a lot of trash in that ocean.
I'm not saying it's horrible.
Uh-huh.
But yes, you're right.
But what you can do is you can rent bikes down there. Or just walk the boardwalk.
Yep.
That's so much fun to do.
It is fun.
You can actually start on the boardwalk on one end, and you can walk all the way like downtown Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn around and walk all the way to the other end of Long Beach, which hits
It's
Seal
Seal
Beach.
Beach, yeah.
I mean, you can spend a lot of time doing that. And if you don't like walking, again, you can rent the bikes just as well. Bring a coat.
Yeah, it does get chilly sometimes.
What about, well, you've been mocking my last few ideas. So if I suggest Joe Jost, would you say I'm ridiculous?
I mean, it's a staple.
Really?
It is a staple.
Joe Jost is one of the most famous restaurant bars.
Would we call it a restaurant?
Well, they serve food
Okay.
in Long Beach, and you can bring kids inside.
Yep.
I know that. I've been there.
As a child.
You got to get yourself the special. It's a hot dog that's on rye bread.
It's like, isn't it like a Polish dog
It is,
on
yeah,
like
totally.
rye bread
Yeah.
with mustard on
There's
it?
a slice of cheese.
Okay.
Then they throw some pretzels there. You get a pickled egg
Yep.
and a beer.
Yep.
That's what it is.
And then you will just
Then you'll
reek.
toot your way right into the cruise ship. That's what's going to happen.
Oh my
It's going to
gosh,
ruin
yes.
you. You'll
And
never be the
everyone around
same.
you. Make sure that everyone in your party has a special or at least a pickled egg
Yeah.
before leaving.
Yeah, you really got to. If let's say you're going to Long Beach and then you're planning on doing a road trip, maybe down to San Diego, not a good idea to go to Joe Jost.
No.
Because you're not going to make it to San Diego on time. You really, or like if you're going on the cruise ship and you're like, oh, they were talking about Joe Jost, we'll go there first and then hit to the cruise ship. Make
No.
sure you don't have a long line
Oh my gosh.
because you got to be ready.
Yikes.
You got to be prepared.
But it's really good.
But it's fun.
You got to have one.
Yeah, everyone has to do one. And plus, you can get a shirt there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you this: if you have a Joe Jost shirt, wear it on your next travel. Someone will stop you.
Oh, totally. The
Well, I
amount
mean-
of times that you've been stopped
Yeah.
in most random of places.
Yeah, globally.
And they're not even people like from Long Beach. They're just like, oh my gosh, I've been there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's like a world famous place.
Yes.
What about Schooner or later for a restaurant?
I love a brunch spot outside next to water. So I'm
Okay.
all about it.
Yeah, it's the food's fine.
The food's fine.
But if you're going to Long Beach, you want to see the water. You want to be a part of it, right? Like,
Yes.
isn't that the idea? So
you want to have some mimosas? You want to have a Bloody Mary?
yes, this is where you go.
Yes.
There's always a wait,
Yes.
but it's worth going and visiting. Taco Surf is another place.
I mean, it's one of my staples.
Are you there's two like kind of Mexican restaurants that compete there in Belmont Shore. Super Mex and Taco Surf. Which one are you? Oh, you're
Okay.
a Super Mex person.
Okay, if I want a fish taco, I'm going Taco Surf.
Okay.
But if I want pretty much anything else, including their salsa, I'm going Super Max.
Fine. I did. So what you need to go get both when you're down there, and then
Yes.
you can message us on Instagram. And then if you've ever heard of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, the first location was in Long Beach before they expanded out, and there's some now in LA and stuff. But it was like really the first fried chicken and waffle joint.
I didn't know that Long Beach was the first one.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I double checked. I checked my facts on that.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was LA.
No.
Interesting.
The one by Sunset and Gower?
Yes.
No. The first Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles was right there at the LBC.
Who knew?
Right?
Wow.
So there you go. Some fun stuff to do. If none of that sounds fun, you can always head over to El Dorado Park and have yourself a picnic.
Feed the ducks.
Feed the ducks.
Yes. You know what? That's a lot. If you're going there like a day or two before a cruise, how
Right.
much stuff do you really want to do? You don't want to tire yourself out.
No.
You're
you got
about
the
to get on a
do.
cruise ship.
Yeah. Or you're dealing with the Joe Jost issue from earlier. Thanks for listening to our podcast. If we're not friends yet on Instagram, why not?
Right?
We want to see what's going on in your life. We want you to see what's happening in our life.
Yeah, we'll like your stuff.
Yeah, of course. That's why I just go on every day and I like every post.
Well, really?
Yeah,
Everyone?
I'm very easy with my likes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Our Instagram handle is Our Savings. Starts tomorrow. And how about this? Instead of us begging you to do a review, and I know how much of a pain that is, just tell a friend like, oh, I listened to this new kind of quirky podcast, and I thought it was fine.
I thought it was awesome.
They
Yeah.
gave me some interesting facts about a place.
Listen to it.
Yeah. and
Tell me
then-
what you think.
Then what you do is you send it to them, let them
Yes.
listen to it this time, and they'll come back and go like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that was different.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
all we're saying.
Yeah.
Help us out. Thanks for listening. We'll have a new episode next week.